What is the middle class trap? How does it relate to an average mindset? And why is that problematic? The middle class trap is the idea that pursuing the dream of being middle class actually means you'd be trapped in a struggle when you should aim higher. The 10x rule is like an average mindset in which you don't aim for better and end up stuck at mediocre. Keep watching to better understand the middle class trap and how it exemplifies the problematic average mindset. Welcome to the Income Shift channel. This eye-opening video will explore 5 common middle class traps that could hinder your financial and personal growth. By identifying and avoiding these traps, you can take steps toward a more prosperous future. Remember to subscribe for more valuable insights on escaping these limitations. 1. Working hard, even at a job I hate, will make me rich. Most people commit to jobs they consider tolerable and stick with it for years, while worrying about getting fired or dreaming of the day they finally get to retire. Why? Because they believe it's the most effective way to get rich. As Haydes Weiss, an anthropologist at the Madrid Institute for Advanced Study, argues in her book We Have Never Been Middle Class, How Social Mobility Misleads Us, the ideologies of the middle class seem inextricably linked to meritocracy, that our hard work gets us where we are, and then where we are must be protected to ensure that our value remains. The ultra-wealthy, on the other hand, believes in working for fulfillment. Once they find a job they love, they invest their heart and soul into it so much that they become one of the best in their field and are rewarded with uncommon wealth. It's possible to do what you love and get wealthy doing it. Find a rich and successful person who is passionate about their job. Ask them how they got there. Get inspired. 2. You can't get rich without a formal education. Middle-class individuals believe that their investments in formal education determine their wealth. But if the secret to building wealth were excellent grades, then every summa cum laude graduate would be a multi-millionaire. The mass affluent know that financial success has little to do with your ability to memorize textbook information. Instead, they believe that gaining specific knowledge about things like how to invest or network with powerful people has a stronger impact on their net worth. In fact, some of the world's top billionaires have little formal education. Dell Technologies CEO Michael Dell, worth an estimated $32 billion, according to Forbes, dropped out of the University of Texas at Austin his freshman year when he was 19. And Apple co-founder Steve Jobs once said that dropping out of Reed College was one of the best decisions he ever made. Formal education does not guarantee success or wealth. If you love sales, for example, take an online course to strengthen your skills in that field. Bill Gates has credited much of his success to reading 50 books a year. Ask a money expert to teach you about investing in stocks. 3. Getting rich isn't up to me. The average person believes being rich is a privilege awarded only to a few lucky people. Weiss puts it perfectly in her interview with Fatherly.com. Most people who identify as middle class believe that whatever cards they're dealt with, their efforts and investments in education, professional skills, and home ownership determines how much money they have. If they end up doing well, they trace their good fortune to those investments, she continued. If they don't, they blame themselves for having invested poorly or insufficiently. It's also how they judge other people's situations. Meanwhile, the ultra-wealthy know that in a capitalist country, they have the right to be rich if they're willing to create massive value for others. They ask, if I serve others by solving problems, why shouldn't I get a fortune in return? And since they have that belief, their behavior moves them toward the manifestation of their dreams. Instead of focusing on how you can save more money on groceries and bills this month, brainstorm new ideas that can fix a common problem. 4. Extreme wealth changes people for the worse. Contrary to popular belief, money can be a force for good. Based on my interviews, most of the middle class have a set of beliefs and philosophies suggesting success and money turn people into greedy, corrupt, and uncaring oppressors. But rich champions know that any kind of power, freedom, or liberation reveals a person's true self. If you were a crook or a cheater before you got wealthy, you'd probably be even worse once you do get rich. If you were honest, humble, and hardworking before, you may become an even better person with expanded financial resources. If you always strive to be a kinder and more giving person, money will likely strengthen your good morals and characteristics. 5. Playing it safe with your money is good. Middle-class people tend to operate with a scarcity mindset. They believe there will never be enough of something. As a result, they're extremely conservative with their finances. They fear that if they lose money, they won't be able to make it back. The rich get richer by using their money to make even more money without much additional effort. They factor in the risks involved in this strategy, knowing that while gains can be sudden and staggering, there will also be losses along the way. The multimillionaires of the world are constantly studying their investments, both the good and the bad. They know that the more experienced they become, the wiser they'll get, and the easier it'll be for them to replace money lost in high-risk deals. Increase your tolerance for taking risks by betting on yourself in undertaking a new venture, investment, or partnership. If you learn to trust your judgment, your confidence will grow. Thank you for joining us on this journey to uncover the 5 middle-class traps that could be holding you back. Breaking free from these limitations is a critical step towards a prosperous future. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others striving for financial and personal growth. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content on escaping these traps. Until next time, here's to your success.